Michelle Obama urges her friends Harry and Meghan to, quote, forgive the royals in the wake of the bullying and racism claims. This is a master stroke of spin doctoring. Michelle Obama is not trying to help anyone. She is standing firmly on the side of Meghan Markle, okay, by forgiving the royals for bullying and racism. By Meghan doing that, it's re-emphasizing that these things actually happened. There's no evidence that any of these things actually happened. In fact, it appears very clearly that Meghan was almost certainly the bully. Donald Trump says he hopes that Meghan Markle will run for president in 2024, as he is not a fan, and he backs the Queen after the Oprah interview. He basically said he would be more inclined, depending on how much people want him to run, he would be more inclined to run if he was facing off against Meghan Markle, because he feels like this would be an easy win. I think he said that about Biden as well. Prince Harry had unproductive conversations with William and Charles since the Oprah interview. I wonder why. I mean, they threw all these stones at the royals. They accused everyone, and and then they keep saying they're saying that these conversations are unproductive because Harry and Meghan are saying we're afraid that they're saying nasty things about us behind our backs, or that they're leaking out nasty things about it. Isn't that exactly what you're doing, Harry and Meghan? They have to respond. So, of course, these conversations are going to be tense and unproductive. Okay, now to the main news. 10 ex-aides of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are queuing up to assist in a bullying investigation report. That's on the premise that their identities must be kept confidential. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you better run. Okay, 10 ex-aides. 10. Okay, and one of the aides, it is alleged that one aide actually filed a bullying complaint with Human Resources. It's not been confirmed. So that is interesting news. What is the bullying allegation? Senior royals are understood to be dismayed at reports that female staff had been reduced to tears, with one aide telling a colleague ahead of a row with Meghan, "I can't stop shaking." Okay, and now Meghan has also come out with her own bullying accusations. She's saying she was bullied and she's a victim of bullying. Very interesting. Okay, so Meghan is a victim of bullying. Meghan is a victim of racism. Meghan is the ultimate victim, and saying they forgive the royals for things that we don't know if they've done at all. That just adds more credence. It's creating an evidence trail of accusations, but none of them are substantiated. Let's take a look at some of this. How hard will the palace work to expose Meghan for the bullying? I'm curious if they're going to go really hard. Are there going to be more damaging leaks? This seems like a leak game, an accusation game. Will Meghan and Harry issue a statement forgiving the palace for bullying and the capital R word? How did Harry's call to William go? I'd like to see the card and see what they say.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Find the book worldwide on Amazon in Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please like. It helps the algorithm. Please subscribe. A lot of people have been unsubscribed. Please share and please comment. So here is Meghan, the angel. She's an angel. She's not a bully. She's an angel. And all of this is coming about because of the Oprah interview. This drama will continue. So how hard will the palace expose Meghan for bullying? I mean, how big a deal is this going to become? How big a deal is this bullying thing going to become? Are they going to, really kick back on Meghan hard enough to, leave a bruise, leave a mark? How hard will the palace expose Meghan for bullying? Water into wine, transformation, direct action and transformation. Or this can be a literal man, but this man just, men take direct action, women, the female cards take indirect action. Here's another direct action card, or another man. Because the face cards, they represent energy as well as people, depending on the cards around them. So, water into wine, man, and incubus succubus. So, a very bad relationship. Incubus succubus is a bad relationship. It's completely selfish. And the incubus succubus is a demon that lays on top of its victim and sucks the life out of them. It's sexual. It has sex with a human host. And it sucks the life out of them. So the basis of transforming the very bad relationship through direct action. Big change. The king. This is probably, the rulers, the king. Sun and coffin, exposing the bodies in the box. Electronic media, olive tree and scourge repeatedly attacking the foundation. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of little skirmishes of exposures, a lot of little exposures, and a lot of little skirmishes exposing and attacking the foundation. They're trying to transform this bad relationship. Yeah, so the palace is trying to get control of the narrative. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get control of the narrative. They're not going to do like they're not going to swing for the fences like Meghan did. Okay, Meghan and Harry going in front of Oprah accusing racism and bullying. This is swing for the fences. And if this is not a home run, then they get tackled on the 1 yard line. Okay, that's how this is going to play out. So if they don't destroy the monarchy with this interview, which they're hanging on, the royals are hanging on. They're hanging on pretty good. But if they don't destroy them with this, then they don't have, what else do they have? What else do they have? It's going to fall flat. So that's what we're seeing here. They're trying to transform this. Okay, they're very patient. They're making a big change and very stable. They're keeping the royal palace and the future on their mind. They're just keeping it. This is very strong, very stable, and they're transforming it. But there's going to be lots of little skirmishes. They're not going to swing for the fences like Meghan did. That's a mistake. That's a rookie mistake, Meghan. They're going to just pick away at Meghan. So they're not going to, this is just one of many things. These bullying accusations are one of many things. So the danger is leaks. Are there going to be there's so many things that can be leaked about Meghan. And so I want to see, are there going to be more bullying leaks, okay, or is it going to be something else, okay? Because what's something else? Well, Meghan is not currently pregnant. She's saying she's pregnant. She's walking around with a bump again. That went so well the last time. That could easily be exposed. There's all this debacle with Archie. I still don't think they have Archie, which is why we never see Archie. They're not private. They're the most flamboyant people in the world. They want to be in the media all the time. Meghan has three public relations firms working to keep her in the media all the time. Three. That's really over the top. One, yes, I think the palace has one. Meghan alone has three. Okay, so are we going to get more leaks about the bullying from the palace, or are we going to get leaks about other things, bullying or other things? I want to see, are they going to really start playing the leak game? Is the palace really going to start playing the leak game? Bullying, more leaks on the bullying. Other things. Oh. Okay, the focus is a little tight, but let's see what we've got here. Okay, other issues. Other issues leaking out under the surface, in the situation, made very public. 24, 6 spades. So there are other things going to come out. So I think the bullying is well in hand. They've hired attorneys to look into it. There's a formal investigation. They've got 10 people piling on. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. If you had 3 people making allegations against Meghan, that is incredibly strong. But you have 10 people. Meghan had 9 aides, 9 palace aides quit in 18 months. Every 2 months, somebody quit. Okay? But there's 10. Okay, I don't know how they're counting. I don't know if they're including like the helicopter pilot who quit. He had 20 years in. The security chief lady who was from Scotland Yard, very well qualified. Heck, if she's not busy, she can come guard me. She was really good. So many people. Amy Pickerel was sent. She was a top palace aide sent as a gift to Meghan to run all her aides. Meghan treated her so bad, Amy Pickerel left. Okay, goodness gracious. What is she doing over there? She's doing something, and it's not nice. I think she's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde personality. She's always put together in front of the camera. My father was a narcissist. He's the nicest person you ever want to meet. Okay, everybody loved my father. He was a party. Okay, but at home, he was an absolute terror. Okay, 2 completely different people. And I think that's what we have with Meghan. And I think Harry probably is unable to reconcile these 2 different people. And so he wants to believe that the public Meghan is the real Meghan. And I think he just has not been there long enough to figure out who the real Meghan is. Or she may be still wearing the mask in front of Harry. She's super great to Harry, but she's a terror to everyone else. So she's definitely being a terror to the aides, to all the staff and the security. So other things are going to leak out, definitely. Other things creeping around under the surface are going to leak out, and her bad behaviors, 6 spades. How about the bullying accusations? Decisions, they're at crossroad. This is the opportunity du jour. Sweet opportunities and decisions about these opportunities. 9 and 3, 12, 3 spades, conflict. The palace feels that the bullying accusations are well in hand, and they're just figuring out which way to go with it. What do we have here? Reacting to the permanent relationship, another 12, 3 spades. So they're going to come out with new stuff. Okay, they're sawing the bullying accusations really well. That's doing very well. They're going to come out. They're going to leak out other bad behavior of Meghan as time goes on. So this is kind of a war. But I learned so much from watching The Palace. They're not shooting for the home run. Meghan went for the home run. With this Oprah interview, she went for the home run. And if this fails, what has she got left? I mean, how many tell-alls can you do? And this is like her 5th tell-all. I think you're going to have to give it a break for 5 years. And by then, nobody cares, Meghan. Meghan may not even be relevant in 5 years. And I think that she will, Samantha Markle's coming out and saying, Harry's going to divorce Meghan. And Harry's already thinking about it. I actually think Meghan is going to divorce Harry. But Harry may wake up, and divorce Meghan. So, I don't know. Will Meghan and Harry issue a statement forgiving the palace for bullying and the capital R allegations? Because that's a master stroke. And this is suggested by Michelle Obama, which is another master stroke. Okay, Michelle Obama has a big name. People are like, oh, their ears perk up. Oh, Michelle Obama said that. Okay, and now it's not Meghan's idea. It's Michelle Obama's idea. The whole thing. They're so clever. They're so clever. I'm learning so much. Hopefully this never happens to me. So will they issue a statement forgiving? We forgive you for bullying us and the R word. Will they issue a statement? No. Oh, my goodness. Well, I must say these are very interesting cards. Will they issue a statement? So the key is coming off loving foundation, loving and a solid foundation. We're the good people. Okay, Meghan and Harry, we're the good people. We're the loving, kind, compassionate people. Problem in front of the whole world. This says to me that this is a great, great virtue signal. What's on top? Cornucopia is all material things, the worst possible result, and full stop. 1927 cross. Cross is permanent family or marriage. To issue this I forgive you statement will be just absolutely devastating to the family. It'll be absolutely devastating. It'll be another nail in the coffin. And it will be really bad. So, I think Meghan is out to destroy the royal family at this point, and it makes her look like the bigger person. I'm forgiving you. This ploy has been used on me by a narcissist. Okay, my narcissist was just terrible, just incredibly violent, just horrible, just absolutely a horrible person in every possible way. But then she would say, she would forgive me and she would say that I was doing those terrible things to her. Ugh. So it reminds me of a story. There's a guy, he moved in with his girlfriend, and she stole all his clothes so he couldn't go out. She stole his car keys. She stole his phone so he couldn't contact his friends. He couldn't contact anyone. He was completely isolated at home. She stole all his clothes and his keys. He couldn't go away. She got him fired from his job, and then she would chase him around and hit him in the head with a hammer. Frequently, she would come home, tell him what a terrible person he was, and hit him with a hammer, and chase him around hitting him with a hammer. And because he's a man, he wouldn't hit her back, and he wouldn't defend himself. She finally was arrested. But it's like that girl a super abuser, who's like hitting her boyfriend with a hammer and keeping him trapped in the house. It's like her telling everyone, well, I forgive him. He's so terrible to me. He's always beating me, and he's so terrible to me. But in fact, she's doing all these terrible. That's what this I forgive you stuff is like. It's devastating. So it's a manufactured reality. It's gaslighting. How did Harry's call to William go? How did it go? Let's see what the cards say. I think it went poorly, but I want to see what the cards say. How did Harry's call to William go? Because he could be, looking at escaping at this point, and we just don't know it. And that would be a very different reality than we're being told. What's your card in there? Because certainly the people in the palace and William, and they're not deceived. The folks in the palace are not deceived. So how did it go? Message on an ongoing basis. Oh, manifesting. 13 and 6, 19, 5 clubs, 2 5s, changes. Things are changing. And they're moving forward. And they're manifesting. Magi is a very good card. Very good card. So remember, this is Harry calling William and Charles. Okay, so things are changing. Things are changing in a positive way. These are positive cards. Things are changing in a positive way. What's underneath? Straight razor, conflict, Star Bethlehem, and strength. The future of the strong relationship, the future of the family, the future of the relationship, problem, outside influence, woman, and official. Oh boy. I think this says to me that Harry is starting to smell the coffee and wake up a little. I was absolutely shocked that Harry was the one who made the capital R accusations. He is the one allegedly who had the conversation. I know he was put up to this. He's a puppet. But he's the one who had the conversation with the royal family member or someone in the palace about Archie's skin tone. Okay, he did it. And that lent so much more credence to it. And they did that on purpose. Meghan would have done that on purpose. If Harry says it, people will believe. Whereas if Meghan says it, what did Piers Morgan say? Piers Morgan, who left ITV and Good Morning Britain, he says, I don't believe a word that Meghan says. If Meghan read me the weather report, I wouldn't believe it. So they had Harry do it because Harry is much more believable. Okay, so this actually says to me things are changing. I don't see a lot of conflict here. Together as a family, outside influence of the woman on the royal family. So they talked about Meghan separately. I have a hard time believing that Meghan isn't listening in. I don't know, because she's very controlling, and she's. The first thing you should say about Meghan in the relationship is she's controlling. Okay, so it's hard for me to believe that she's not listening in, sitting there on his ear or on the other line, or just totally listening in, or even recording it. Because it's been said that before they left, they were not inviting Meghan and Harry to certain family events because they were recording things. They were taking notes and writing journals and audio recording and video recording. You can't have someone like that in the family. It's terrible. It's awful. You have to watch everything. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. So this looks to me like Harry's waking up. It looks to me like the call, they're trying to get Harry back, which is what they need to do. Because when Harry comes back, Meghan falls apart. I don't think Meghan has legs as a separate individual person, and which is why she's trying to go into politics. She's trying to establish herself as her own tour de force. Let's review. How hard will the palace go for exposing Meghan on the bullying? They're actually trying to heal the relationship, and they're going to be leaking out things as they go. They're not going hard at all. They're trying to transform this and hang on. Very, very wise strategy. I would just go for the attack. That's not what they're doing at all. They are riding it out, and then they're going to leak out new stuff as in a timely manner as it comes up. Okay, more leaks. I'm looking at the leak game. Are they going after more of the bullying to leak, or they're going after other issues. The leaking game is playing out very nicely. They love it. The leaking game is, the bullying game is playing out very nicely. They're going to leak other stuff, make other stuff lying in the surface public. Very smart move. Brilliant. Okay, will Meghan and Harry issue a statement forgiving the palace for bullying? All right, we're going to get the sticks because that's not a clear yes or no. What this says to me is it's devastating if they do it, and it makes Harry and Meghan look like the bigger people. So yes, no, yes, no. Are they going to issue a statement forgiving the palace for capital R and bullying? Yes or no? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for me a sinner now at the hour of my death. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. That's a clear yes. Yes, they will. So, and it's another devastating event. How did Harry's call go? They're trying to get him back. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. They're trying to get Harry back. They're working to get him back. And they're working on it. They are playing the bigger, they are taking the higher road. The palace is taking the higher road and working, trying to work towards reconciliation. These are great power moves. So who needs Machiavelli? You can just watch the palace. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.